Hi guys, the recipe that we're making today is called pumpkin sweet. It's a very easy and simple recipe. So let's see the ingredients for it. First things first, we need cardamom. We need about 4 to 5 pods of it. The next thing is sugar. So sugar is according to your taste. It also depends how sweet your pumpkin is. I'll explain it to you in detail. Next we need oil, pumpkin, milk, which has cream on top. You can also just use regular full cream milk. This is an optional thing. It's called semolina. It gives a very nice grainy texture to the sweet, and I would definitely recommend you to try this. For garnish, I'm using almonds. You can use pistachios, you can use cashews, it's up to you. So the first step is I'm going to turn on the flame and then going to put like a nice wok on the stove. Next, I'm going to just add the oil and the pods of cardamom into it. After adding the pods of cardamom into it, I'm just going to lightly saute it so that like the flavor and aroma of the cardamom is transferred into the oil. After sauteing it for a couple of minutes, I'm just going to add my pumpkin that I've already cut into cubes into the oil. You can also grate the pumpkin. That way the whole process of making it would be obviously quicker and easier, but it obviously depends. If you don't want to grate it, just use it as cubes. So I'm just mixing the pumpkin all together with the oil, and the next step is adding the milk into the pumpkin. So the thing is, like, I'm adding full cream milk that has cream on top. This is obviously going to give a very rich and creamy texture. If you want to skip this and just use full cream milk, that's also going to give a very nice texture. So it's all up to you. If you want to use that, go for it. It's going to be amazing. After mixing it all up together, I've covered it up, and then I'm going to leave it on low to medium flame and leave it for like about 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, I've opened up the lid, and this is how it's gonna look. It's gonna be like all creamy. It's gonna start like to thicken up with the milk. You have to just keep an eye on it because obviously it can burn, and just making sure that you wipe off all the sides and give it a good stir. So from now onwards, the whole process is going to be like covering it up for 5 minutes interval, opening it up and then mixing it all up, trying to mash as much as possible with a spatula or spoon, and then covering it up again. And this process would actually take about 15 to 20 minutes, could be more than that as well, until it actually dissolves and makes a thick consistency overall. On the other hand, I'm taking a pan and putting it onto low medium flame, and I'm adding all the semolina into it. I'm not adding any butter or oil into it. The pumpkin is obviously simmering on the other side, but over here I'm just dry roasting it to make sure that its aroma and flavor comes out of it. We will roast the semolina until it changes its colors into a brownish tone, and you'll feel the aroma of it as well. On the other hand, you can see that the pumpkin has turned into a nice puree. It's a very thick, creamy puree at the moment. I'm now going to add the dry roasted semolina into it and going to mix it all up to make sure that all the lumps go away. So here I'm just mixing it all up nicely again so that it mixes and forms into a nice consistency. The point to be noted here is that I haven't added any single spoon of sugar till now. The reason why is the sugar quantity you have to adjust according to the taste of the fruit, the pumpkin itself, and how much you like it. If the pumpkin is too sweet, you might have to cut short the amount of sugar you add into it, and also depends how much you actually want it to be sweet. So what I would suggest to you is add 1 or 2 tablespoons one time and then mix it up. If you want to add more, then add more. The quantity I'm showing you now, I didn't add the whole of it. I actually added only half of this. So it again depends. If you want it to be really sweet, then go for it. It would be amazing. After adding the sugar, I've mixed it up for another 5 minutes and it started to release the oil. At this stage, it shows that it's done and you can serve it. It tastes really good when it's served hot. For the garnishing, I'm just using almonds. You can use cashews, pistachios, or any dry fruit that you like. And that's it for today. I hope you liked the recipe. Thank you very much for watching.